Hello and welcome to Let's Play Double Switch for the Sega CD. This is a pretty cool game. I mean, as far as FMV games go, it's never going to win any Game of the Year awards, but I mean, it's a good way to kill an hour or two if you're, bored. It's in a way its spiritual successor to the game Night Trap, and as you can see, they're both made by the company Digital Pictures. But I find this is a better game because there's not as much memorization and so forth as you'll shortly see. It's a lot more randomization, and you're actually informed when there's a guy in a room, but we'll get to that shortly. And here we are. Start the game and just let you watch this opening part.
Hi. My name is Eddie. I need your help. This is my building. And since the neighborhood really sucks, I built all these traps and security systems to protect the people who live here. The problem is some bonehead locked me in the basement and cut off my controls. Except they forgot about the phone lines, which is how I got you in. Now you can protect the tenants and get me out of here. You and your friends, right? You gotta help me. I designed the whole system. Now this is the lobby. That's Elizabeth. She's the manager. There's a problem. Don't expect her to deal with it, okay? You can see the traps and triggers for each room by pressing the start button. Oh yeah, to get me out of here, you gotta get the number from each of these power boxes. Now they flash on when anybody opens them, so you keep your eyes peeled, okay? This is Brutus. He just got out of prison. You better watch out for him. I don't know what he's up to, but I don't like anybody snooping around my place, okay? This is Alex's room on the second floor. She moved around town. Says she's a journalist. I think she likes me. Lyle, the handyman. He's the one who's been screwing everything up around here. Trap him whenever you can.
Now, if you'll notice, unlike Night Trap, you can actually watch that opening cutscene without it penalizing you. But at the same time, this is like a lot of games of this genre. You can't really pay much attention to the story and still do well in the game. You'll notice I'm switching back and forth between rooms here. And I kind of, you kind of get a feel for what each trap is going to be when there's somebody in a room because, it's going to be the same video clip, obviously. Yeah. I guess she's supposed to be an archetypal journalist or something. This is Brutus up here. I think I might have missed it, but he yells at you for looking at him. He's, This game's actually kind of cool just for those, little death sequences of the guys. Now we see here this guy. You have to get this guy. He'll come down here occasionally and try and turn the power off, and if you don't get him, then yeah, it's game over. So yeah, the band up here rehearsing. Now here's our Stuart Ashton impersonator. We'll see more of him later. Now you notice at the very bottom left, escaped one. That's because it counts every possible time that you can catch somebody, even if you're not actually technically supposed to. Selecting a code. So now you see at the bottom left of the screen where it says lock. There's a 9 and it's not moving. It's just constant. So as you might infer, we need to get 3 more numbers before the bottom left room is unlocked, and then there'll be another trap in there, but Eddie will be out. I'll try to show you as much of the actual game or the actual story as I can, but. Now here's Lyle, the handyman. He'll help you later, but for now it's okay to catch him and put your score up. And you can indeed, you know, it's not like Night Trap with a fixed number of guys, as I said. You can indeed get a high score in this game. You might have missed it, but they're looking for Brutus, who I've shown you earlier, because I guess he owes them money or something, and they're going to, yeah, take care of that. And here we can actually capture Stuart Ash, an impersonator. See, there's a red dot here now. This means it's one of these weird guys wearing green suits, and they are presumably more dangerous. See, I just missed that guy, and even the manual itself tells you don't worry if you miss someone, because it's impossible to get everybody. Another guy is going to give us a number. Now we'll punch Stuart Ash impersonator, then and we will quickly switch back at that number. Now, very conveniently enough, next guy right up here, and this will let you screw you up if you don't notice it. Okay, that's Alright, here's another weird guy in a green suit. Okay, it's not important yet. I just love these little scenes of them. Alright, now Stuart Ashton's going to try and shut the power off. Okay, here's what I was talking about earlier.
Luigi? 2 weeks are up, my friend. I got 2 more hours. What do you think, I'm stupid?
Yeah, see, you just missed him not even a half a second late.
My father laid bricks on this building. On his dying deathbed, he told me...
You know, as opposed to other deathbeds.
Why am I gonna make this up? Maybe you want to buy yourself some time. So I don't throw your face all over this room.
This is a scene where you have to do it or else you'll get a game over.
You know what, Brutus? Time's up.
Listen to this next line.
Tell Luigi and Mario their days are numbered.
Anyway. Who's it down here? It's Brute. No, yeah. Now, notice I'm being kind of cautious as to how I'm flipping back. Missed him, just... And, we'll step on the lamp. Now I have to go in here real fast because this guy's about to get a code number out. So now I have all the numbers, so after I catch this guy, then this first act will be over, and that's actually what the game calls it, an act. There's 3 acts. I believe the second one is the longest, but the third one's the biggest pain in the ass.
Great, great.
Alright, now next thing I want to point out is you see there it says press A, B, or C to continue without saving. I'm pressing A, B, C, every combination thereof, and yeah, I have to save. So yeah. So here's Act 2. Actually, I'm going to cut here for a second.